After 3 days of voting, an early exit poll gave Vladimir Putin 88% of the vote, securing him 6 more years in office. It's the biggest landslide any president has enjoyed in post-Soviet Russia and is set to make the 71-year-old autocrat the longest-serving Russian leader since Joseph Stalin.
I would like, first of all, to thank the citizens of Russia. We are all one team of all Russian citizens who went to the polling stations and voted.
His vote share up more than 10% on his last re-election. The Kremlin's stated aim was to achieve record voter turnout to bolster the legitimacy of Putin's re-election, a success according to official figures. This after a campaign in which his 3 token rivals refrained from any criticism of Putin's record as president or his illegal war in Ukraine. But dozens were arrested in cities across the country over the weekend for acts of election day protest. And the so-called Noon Against Putin initiative saw opponents of the president's regime descend peacefully on polling stations at 12 o'clock. The queues a quiet show of dissent. An initiative launched by allies of the Kremlin's most vocal critic, Alexei Navalny, who died a month ago under suspicious circumstances in an Arctic penal colony. But his memory was fresh in the minds of thousands of Russians, as many chose Sunday to lay flowers on the dissident's grave, while his widow, voting at the Russian embassy in Berlin, was proud to tell press she had spoiled her ballot.
You are probably wondering what I wrote on the ballot papers, who I voted for. Of course I wrote Navalny's name, because it just can't be that a month before the election, with the presidential campaign already underway, Putin's main opponent, already imprisoned, was murdered.
Calling the Russian president a gangster and a killer.